Hypnosis isn't hitting me. I can't handle that. Oh. Alright. Okay, the hypnosis isn't hitting me well. Whoa, this has been way longer than I expected. Okay. I remember. Okay, there is one other thing I want to add on here, because that's what the entire thing is about. Okay, I was sanitized to draw on the best reminder. Whoa. So that I wouldn't be prepared. hypnotized to draw on the bus. So that I was hypnotized to draw on the bus reminder to consume more time. That's what's happening right now. More time so I'd be less prepared for the appointment. So I need to hurry. The hypnosis is abusing me. Faster, faster. Be less prepared. Whoa. Straight up live right there. There we go. Oh wait, that reminds me. I'm gonna put one other little thing on here. Unless this is okay. So one of the things that I wanted to do was actually record specifically the CAPSA appointment that I had. I just didn't think I was going to have to. And then by the time I found out that I did, it was too late. But ironically, so this was very unusual. And I'll go ahead and just try to describe this real quickly. So basically I was so like I was trying to talk to her and explain the situation, and she wasn't listening to me. She claimed that my roommate, the issue with my roommate threatening to cut off my genitalia was more of a homelessness problem than a domestic violence problem, which I wouldn't have even had a roommate, and it wouldn't have even been a problem if it was a homelessness problem. But the case manager at CAPSA, while I was talking to her, I was hypnotized to think, do you want to get with Delaney? Then do this. So then I started talking to her with the like holding the camera from this angle above my head. And it was like she went into a trance. Like she was like mesmerized by how good I looked or something like that. Anyways, so like, and I was like, oh, like she's listening to me. You know what I mean? Like what? You know what I mean? Like that had me kind of tripped out. And then in the like I was recording it in the bathroom, and there was a toilet behind me, and I moved the camera angle a little bit while I was talking to her, like, okay, she's listening to me now, right? And then like the toilet came into the camera angle, and then I was hypnotized because I was in the bathroom at the gym. The reason being is because I needed a private conversation, and I was, you know, with my roommate. I couldn't have the conversation in the phone call with her in the apartment. Um, and then, because then she would be able to hear that I was calling CAPSA. And then when the toilet came into view, I was hypnotized to think, yeah, but you shit on it. You know what I mean? Like, and then like it was like she snapped out of it, and then she went back to not listening to me and trying to tell me that I had a homelessness problem. And like that's just really not right for a case manager to do to somebody, because like uh I mean, it's not like I could have arranged the appointment for a time when I knew that she wouldn't be home. I didn't even know her work schedule, for example. I had no idea, what times I could even schedule for. So, I had no control over that. Um, then, so like logically, that's why I set that reminder. Um, and everything along those lines. That's actually evidence because, the part that I have censored on this. Well, I mean, the part that I have censored on this, there's actually a couple different things on here, but as you can see, it was just a reminder to catch the bus for my appointment at 2 p.m. But in the censored part that you can see here, in this corner, was a drawing of a dick because reproductive organ, because she threatened to, because my abusive roommate held a knife up to my genitalia. And um let's see, my phone is having some issues. One second. Okay, so I'm getting a phone call. I don't know this number. um Looks like a toll-free number, could just be like spam or something like that. I don't know what it is, but regardless of such, I had a sticker over the phone camera, and I was pointing out the phone call because unless I record my phone, um, the um, so like where the screen turned on as soon as I took the sticker off the camera lens, because I was gonna record it. Um, as soon as I took the sticker off the camera lens, the screen turned on, but it was just a blank screen, just like this, not like that, like this. Like the screen was off and it wouldn't turn on. So I couldn't even see who was calling me. So I picked it up, I took the sticker off to show it on camera, and then the screen turned on as soon as I took the sticker off. But it really was not right for her to like it's the situation I'm in. Like getting where I was like in a dangerous but that was it. That was it. I was hypnotized to think that uh, you know, like this meant that I was going to be recording the video, but like if I was in the bathroom, I wasn't going to be recording it because it was a bathroom. You know what I mean? Even though it was a private restroom at a gym, I should have recorded it anyways, but like, because then it kind of would look really bad where what she was trying to tell me. Also the other aspect here is so I had to censor it just so I don't have like a copyright violation. That's why also there's a knife on the drawing. Um, as you can see, the knife is right here. But so uh, I was hypnotized because I remember um, there was a mentalist named Leroy Suchard that I watched him do some of his mentalism stuff, and actually was able to identify some of the techniques that he used. and like that's when I started learning about like mentalism and everything along those lines. But um, what I in the video specifically that I was like studying of him, he had a ring, a Superman ring in it, and like it made me think of like I kind of had the association conditioned, um, you know, mentalism with Superman, right? Because of that. And then um, even though it's not a superpower, but it almost kind of looks like magic or something like that, or that's what mentalism is a magic trick. So, anyways, uh, but when I was trying to draw the two, I actually ended up drawing like in a Superman insignia too, which is further evidence that I was hypnotized to draw the drawing, especially with a knife, and then I was hypnotized to think of blood, like on the album cover, "Music to Be Murdered By" with a knife, that I was hypnotized to draw in the red marker, which would make sense in the situation I'm describing. Um, but I was hypnotized to think that the toilet, I think that what it meant was like the toilet came into frame because I was hypnotized to have the toilet come into the picture frame because I was not recording the conversation. And if I was recording the conversation, then I'm not 100% sure she was hypnotized or not. It definitely seemed like it based off what I was describing, because like she went into like a daze when I started doing this, and I'm like, like okay, I might look fairly attractive, but I'm not like mesmerizing attractive. Um, and like my face isn't like a pocket watch or a medallion. You know what I mean? And like she was and it seemed as if like the toilet was a cue for her to snap out of it because I wasn't recording it. But basically, like, in order to make it look like this was not arranged, just in case I was recording it, she might have been hypnotized. Which, I mean, I know hypnosis can do quite a bit, with like confusing the understanding and comprehension of a circumstance or situation. Um, so I mean, it's understandable to an extent, but at the same time, it's like not exactly professional. But then again, in that circumstance, it wouldn't be surprising if she was a victim of abuse in the first place. Um, Regardless, thanks for watching the video. Let me think, is there anything else? The hypnosis is really hitting me right now. So anyways, I have evidence of that at least, but um, I didn't even write on here what I wanted to either. Okay, anyways, hold on a second. Let me set my phone back on. There we go. Theft drawing was a reference to an abusive roommate holding a knife up to my throat and my genitalia. And crotch. Okay. And then what else was it? What else was it? What else was it? I was hypnotized to think of blood. And Eminem's album cover. Of music to be murdered by. When I drew the red knife. Okay. And then the last part I'll include is just going to be which is why there's a knife. And censored image. Okay, there we go. Got all that done. Alright, and then I'm gonna have to end the video here in a second, but yeah, I'm gonna end the video now. I want to label what this was too. Okay. anyways, just a second. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. Okay.